You're chair of your party group on the menopause. Why is it important that we talk about this more?
Well, 51% of the population, 13 million menopausal women in this country, and only 14% of them are getting the support and the medication they need. We've got to do better. Look, women are giving up work, women are walking away from marriages, domestic violence increases, suicide increases by 16% amongst menopausal women, and it's all down to a lack of knowledge and a lack of services. It's so easily remedied, Sophie.
So you talk about the lack of knowledge, and I think this is quite important, isn't it? Because you can't get help unless you know what it is you need to get help for, that you're going through it. Or do you think people are just missing the signs of it?
Well, I'm a classic example of that, in that, I mean, I thought in 2010 I was having a nervous breakdown. I ended up on antidepressants, stayed on them for 8 years, believing I had mental health problems, became an MP, was talking about menopause in the House of Commons and how we needed to do more for women, didn't acknowledge that I was menopausal because I didn't link up the other symptoms. I just looked at the anxiety and the depression. I didn't think about the restless legs, the dry eyes, the migraine, the itchy skin, the aches and the pains. I just thought that was part of being a woman and getting older. Once I embraced it, I went on HRT. I'm 20 years younger.
That's extraordinary.
Definitely.
That's extraordinary, isn't it? And do you think it's because everyone just experiences it differently?
Every woman's menopause is different, but there's such a lack of knowledge around what the menopause is. And that is something that we can work with and we can look after and we can get women through it. And women are wonderful. They will survive anything. We know that. But the menopause is something most definitely we can survive and thrive from.
It was really interesting because I was reading some of what you've written about your own experiences, saying that you didn't realise that you were in the menopause and saying that you were very tired, you were having to push yourself at work, and you said... I used to love going on holiday to places like Florida. Even the thought of going to the local park was too much.
I just didn't do it. Just didn't do it. I mean, I came up with so many excuses not to go on holidays. You know, I'm away all week. When I come home, I don't want to be packing a case to go on holidays. Any excuse not to have to venture out of my safe zone where I knew how far I could push myself. I could walk up the stairs halfway, stop, carry on the rest. I'm a completely different person. I've been taking ownership. I've owned my menopause.
And you say you went on HRT. Why do you think people are reluctant to use HRT? Because
there was a really bad study that came out about 25 years ago which said that HRT could cause breast cancer. What they never told us is that 20 women developed breast cancer. Those 20 women actually had breast cancer in the family, so the chances are they were going to get it anyway. But a lot of the doctors haven't forgotten that. A lot of women haven't forgotten that. So there's a massive piece of work needs to be done about re-educating people on the safetiness of menopause. It's also a brilliant... HRT prevents other conditions like dementia, heart disease. There's so many things that when your hormones go, you are going to get more of.
And also, if it improves your quality of life so dramatically...
that is, I can't tell you the difference it made to me. And every woman I speak to says that once they take control of it, their life is transformed.
Now, you published a report at the end of last year with some recommendations for change. What do you think needs to happen?
Everything that's in my report. Whatever I say that needs to happen on menopause needs to happen. And I will not stop until we get to the point where... We're not asking for women to have special treatment. We're asking for women to have the opportunity to be normal, that we're given the respect and the consideration in all areas of social policy that actually acknowledge that menopause is preventing women from working, it's causing women to be on long-term sick, it's causing women to be on antidepressants. Women, women, women. Women's health. Need I say more, Sophie?
No, you don't need to say any more. That will do just fine. Thank you so much for being on the programme this morning. It's been really great to talk to you. A very powerful advocate for that cause in particular.